Welcome to this freshly hatched, unmatched batch from scratch, the show where, just like our emotions, the beers are bottled and canned.
Every episode, we try some beer, talk about life. We really don't know shit about either, so don't set your expectations too high.
Our credentials, null. Our expertise, void, so don't take anything we say too serious.
Let's talk some shit.
Welcome back to the show where we tried a Shawskank Redemption and it didn't go so well. I'm Matt.
I am Jason.
God damn it. And it's episode number 41. Did you understand that reference?
No, because
tried to Shawskank Redemption just now. Did you see what I just did?
Open a can.
Okay, of a whoop ass. No, did you understand what I just did?
Shawskank Redemption. I don't know. You getting some adaptogens, some mindful botanicals? What are you getting there?
Oh, man. So, in the Shawskank Redemption, he's trying to escape from prison, and he realizes on the night of the escape, or as part of the plan, he waits for a thunderstorm. And every time the lightning and the thunder strikes, he hits the pipe with the rock so no one hears the pipe banging. So I thought to myself, I need to open this LaCroix here. I've got to open my sparkling water. I need to hydrate the show where I'm a little buzzed. And I want this water, and I was like, oh, I forgot to open it. And I remember in the intro, it's a fucking can opening sound.
Oh, I don't have my headphones in. Remember,
exactly.
I couldn't hear it.
So no, I get it, but I missed the cue so hard.
Oh, did you?
Like 2 seconds later,
dude,
because I'm drunk and I'm fucking this up.
Speaking of Shawskank Redemption, my buddy was he had some not appropriate video saved over the top of something back. This is back when we were in college. Over the top of something that said Shawskank Redemption.
Wow.
And his dad comes home, and his dad's pretty much a drunk. Comes home and was like, "Son, tried to watch Shawskank Redemption the other day," and I happened to be there. Dude, I lost it. We just started laughing because we know exactly what he came across. I was like, "Yep, was it better?"
Would you say it had a different rating than the original theater run? Or
it was funny.
Was it the director's cut you watched? Yeah.
It was funny though because the same guy. I think I told this story before. When he left to go to the military, we were like juniors in college, and he was like, "I'm dropping out, gonna go to the military." Okay, cool. And then he's like, "Oh, dude," he like texts me. He's like, "I need you to break into my house." He just gave me the code to his house. He had one of those circle dials. It's just you just go right around the circle.
The rotary, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, "Go at this time. My parents won't be home. I need you to get onto my laptop or my computer. I need you to delete everything. Just wipe it." And I was like, he's like, "Don't look at it." I was like, "Dude, what are you into?" And he's like, please go delete everything on my computer before my parents find that." And I was like, "You're an adult, dude, but okay." So I broke in, and I was like, "God, I hope his mom doesn't come home. I hope his mom doesn't come home while I'm in the basement watching Shawskank Redemption."
Dude, oh boy. So I have so many questions here. First off, why did he choose Shawskank Redemption for the folder?
I have no idea. Why.
Because I feel like if you're trying to make a folder, like I had a folder, mine was called Folder M, as in Mary, Folder-M, and it wasn't Folder X. It wasn't Don't Click Here. It wasn't one of the best movies of all time, like something that was going to draw attention. Anyone just scrolling through is like, "Oh, that's Folder M," which, by the way, was a Smurf name I played on quite a bit in some first-person shooters. So.
Oh, okay, all right.
So
no, I don't know. Why. So this was
M.
back in the day where like when you go to like movie stores, they had movie stores.
Movie stores,
and
like
you just
video rental
stores.
Yeah,
you would go behind the beads and get movies, and then you would check out. And we would always just use someone else's phone number, and she's the one that got all the late charges and all the charges for whatever. Like her account.
At that store, they would just ask you,
"What's your
for
phone
the
number?"
fucking phone number.
Yeah, and then they'd be like, "Oh, this name, yes, that's it." And it was really funny.
True
And
duel.
It became funnier and funnier as time went on. But he ended up taping it over like literally a tape. So his dad was like, "Oh, I want to put a VHS." I was like, "Oh, dude,
that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah,
that
so
makes sense." Okay.
And then when he left, he had to put everything out. Like he had to delete all the.
I was telling
files.
somebody this story. I was like, "Do you remember the peer-to-peer era? Meaning like Napster, LimeWire, Kazaa, like all of those you downloaded and used to like go out and find music." So back in the day, more like for the nerdy scene, these people that were like building and like doing computer stuff, we used a service called DC++. It was kind of like a file transfer that was built in to this online chat portal called MIRC. This all sounds just jargon, I guess, but back in the day, you know, like it wasn't as easy to like get into chat rooms. Like before, like even before AOL, like this service called MIRC was like, you know, created like little channels where you could like communicate. And so anyway, this like MIRC like was such a portal into like pre-torrent, just like direct to peer-to-peer downloading was done through this. And we would go to these LANs, and these LANs would be 5,000 people. So do you know what a LAN is? Does that word even make sense? Oh, damn it. Okay. So a LAN is, here, let me show you pictures of these. So like here, let me, imagine
Like the things you put that they used to have in the back of TV so it would connect to the internet? Is that what a LAN is? LAN?
So, right. So like the LAN port, just all that means is like, it was like a warehouse full of nerds that that's a good enough picture, I guess, right there. These aren't the best. Okay, there we go. That's a better picture. But an entire warehouse full of kids and boys and men and women. Everyone has just got their computer they brought from home. You literally carry your computer through a hotel, through a convention center. They assign you a spot on a desk, and they have an Ethernet cable, a LAN cable. And you go into these events, and again, there's like big sign-up processes where you compete in different games. You can sign up as a team. You can sign up as an individual. It's just a giant LAN party is all it is. But we would do these like in my garage with like 4, 8, 10 people, 12 people, whatever. But I bring all this up to be like, at these events, that DC++ concept that I was just talking about, where you could share like files and movies and all that stuff, it was instant transfer. Because on the internet, you're dealing with the internet in the middle. So you have to transfer across, like, you know, your internet service provider through our backbone, the place we used to work.
I still work there.
True story. This is instant. So I bring all this up to tie back to your porn story. It's a really long wind up here. But I remember at those events, like those type of events, you could just search for anything, the word porn, like all the things. And it would just be like as many videos as your brain could comprehend. You just double click and it was on your hard drive in like 5 seconds. And remember, this used to take like to download anything. You would have songs download for days to get one
like
song.
You ever remember when Netflix was just like you rented movies and then they would send it to you and you'd send it back and then they went to like you could download them, but like you would have to start downloading them in the morning so you could watch the movie at night.
Yeah, like actually in that chest right there, I have a Netflix DVD from the mail order era. I still own it, just in the paper and the envelope and everything.
But this other thing, it sounds like, what do they call that? Universal consciousness?
Well, like the hive minds. You're right. And like, by the way, like, this wasn't just like adult films. It was like anime, movies, TV shows. So I actually have another hard drive in that drawer right there that still has most of that stuff. But true story, like I don't know why we're talking about adult films. You brought the VHS tape, Shawskank Redemption up, right? Which, by the way, this episode is definitely called Shawskank Redemption right now. Like I'm changing to Shawskank, but anyway, I remember like I'd met my now wife, and like you know,
I like how you made it clear this time.
You're right. I remember in the episode I said girlfriend, right? But my now wife, I remember like. My buddy had mentioned it. Like Matt has a giant like hard drive full of porn, like adult stuff. And I was just like, I do, but it's not like, I'm not like revisiting it. I don't like laud it. I don't like revere it. It just was like this, when I was at these events,
part of
like
the download,
2003, 2005, in those videos. Yeah. You just like stored stuff. And it just became this collection over time, but it wasn't anything I curated or cared about or organized. Like I just didn't, it was just like, oh, I just had a bunch of videos, you know what I mean? And I just remember, she was like, why? And just that question alone, like in front of her, I pulled it up and I go, I just deleted like 200 gigs worth of videos and like stuff. She's like, what did you just do that for? And I was just like, I just don't care about it. When you were like, why do you have it? I was like, I don't know. It was just like, why do I still have that hard drive? Why do I'm a hoarder, So it just was like, why do you have that? Boom, delete.
Dude, it's interesting how sometimes it's hard. Like you just have something, you're like, well, I mean,
right. The first,
you don't know. You don't know when
it's a house of cards, right? The first question you get about it, you're like, I got nothing on that.
Yeah, no real good answer why I still keep it.
That's all I mean is like, yeah. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? But it was just a funny moment. And it was early on in a relationship. And she was like, I can't believe you did that. Like, I don't give a fuck what, if you watch or care. I was like, I know, like, but I just don't. It was just like this funny moment. But I did delete like, years of like going to lands and like collecting stuff. But I was always very surreptitious. I hid stuff. And I was always very advanced, like, with technology. So I was like 2 steps ahead of anyone in my household, So I never had to like stress about, I guess, it too much, but
yeah, I think looking back on it now, my buddy that had me do that, I was like, dude, they're not even going to know how to log into your computer, let alone like find the files. Like I'm texting you while I'm just like texting about where and what. I go, I don't think you have anything to worry about, dude.
Christ, bro, no one's gonna find this. Yeah, your buddy. That's right. That's where this started too. So anyway, and I also said like, like, or it was like, not I said, sorry. It was a line that I thought was funny was like, your real friends are the one you can text right before you die to say,
wipe my
laptop. And those are the real homies. And over there, like, I don't know, Control Delete. I got it. So anyway, I'm ready for this fucking beer. How about you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess it's time for today's beer.
Today's beer.
Today's beer. You did a Shawskank Redemption there. Like, as you said, today's beer was right, like, perfectly timed with the audio there. So today's beer. Wow, look at this thing, Jason. Today's beer. How about today's beer, Jason? Anything about today's beer?
Well, it looks like a
Jason.
Is it bottle or is it can?
Yeah. Jason. No.
What beer is it?
Oh, Jason, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I kept talking. I didn't give you the space.
So your fault,
ask.
obviously.
You're right. So you asked what beer it is, my friend. It is Autotune from WeldWerks Brewing Company. I love me some fucking WeldWerks.
This is Microphone Brewing.
Well, it's in collaboration with Microphone Brewing Company, but truthfully,
and T-Pain?
Yeah. I never smoked before. All right, let's not talk about this right now. Anyway, so Autotune, T-Pain, good joke. Which actually will be one of our stories later. Spoiler alert. But anyway, Autotune from WeldWerks out of Greeley, Colorado, in collaboration with
what kind of guitar is that?
That's more like a traditional Mexican guitar. But did you know where Microphone is based out of? Elk Grove, Illinois.
Illinois.
It
might be one of the places the Bears are moving to.
Really?
No. They're going to move to Hammond, Indiana.
Who gives a fuck, dude, where the stadium is? They're always the Chicago Bears. Am I right? It's not the Santa Clara 49ers. It's not the Kansas City, Kansas Chiefs. Who cares? It's not the New Jersey Giants, New Jersey Jets. No one cares. It's a franchise. It's a brand. It's a brand. I'm just making that up. I was super pissed when they left for Kansas in 2030. Anyway, all right. So, Autotune. I'm a little bummed out by the beer analytics here. I could not find many beers to inspire me to do a good topic on the show. So, this is an Imperial double or Imperial hazy IPA. So, unfortunately, this is our 10th IPA on the show. That's the most of any singular style. But it's our 4th that is a double or an Imperial hazy in particular.
It's like, what did you say, a foot and a half away? I could smell it.
Really?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be,
wow,
I would assume fruity, vibrant, hoppy, dank.
A little dank. I got the dank.
I would say those are the things I'm guessing from the smells, but what are your thoughts on the can? It looks like a fucking old school microphone that you want a gold version of, by the way.
I do want a gold version.
With like a cowboy hat on, so it's kind of like,
it's more of a
a bowler kind of.
I don't know.
It's a record even.
Yeah,
like
something.
an old school record anyway. What are your thoughts here on the microphone?
Well, I like that.
Mariachi band look we got.
I dig the look. The colors mauve and light mauve and blue. Is that light mauve? Are these mauves?
A little mauvey. Yeah, it's a little mauvish.
Yeah, no, I like it. The guy looks like he's having a good time. I always said if I come back, I want to come back as some kind of Hispanic.
What?
Yeah. If I
You can't say that sentence. What?
Why can't I say that?
Wait, what do you mean? Come back. First off, you got to believe in reincarnation. That's a Buddhist principle. That's not evil. What are you talking about?
Well, because they always just love life.
That seems like a sweeping generalization.
It is,
okay.
but like everyone that I've ever been friends with, it's like they love life, family oriented.
The family is strong.
Super family oriented. They all. It's like one of the, like in a lot of those cultures, they take care of their elderly. They all live together, multi-generational homes. They get along. It's like everything's just like let's eat, drink, and be merry. Listen to some good salsa or dancing music. I mean, good times, and they're really good around the house.
Oh my God, that last part was a joke. Because I could tell you like started your little shit-eating grin on the smirk. I got you there. I found you. I got you now. I'm learning you, bitch. I'm learning you. No, I don't really know how to respond to that, I guess. No, I mean, I think that there's a lot of cultures across the world that epitomize that. But listen, if that's your flavor, I get it.
I think there are a lot of cultures. It's a little unfortunate that like in the States, like we
Right,
send people
the
to home.
opposite.
Yeah,
It's
we send them.
You're 65 and annoying the fuck out of me. I'm going to need you to go to a home.
Right. Everywhere else is like,
I don't want to live with
let's
old
look
people.
up to it. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You know, even like my family and like growing up is like my mom takes care of everybody that's elderly, you know, like that woman deserves to be taken care of at some point too, if she needs it. You know what I mean? But like, it's a good trait.
If you would explain our culture to other cultures, they look at us like we're serial killers. Wait, so the person who brought your parents into this world, who has nurtured you and taken care of you, you just throw out when they're too old? And you're like, well, not really. No, actually, that is,
Yeah, but we all have to work and we can't be home to take care of them. They got, there's reasons for it. It's not like people just abandon their families, but but you know what I mean? It's like other cultures, they take more pride and put more effort into making it work.
But I think it's even funny you say that because it's like not even pride or effort. It's like duty. You know what I'm saying? It's like job. It's like baseline. It's not even like something profound. It's not something inspired. It's just like, oh, that's just what you do.
Right. It's
If
just,
someone was drowning and you had a rope, would you throw it to him? Yeah. Right. Like that's innate to us as humans. We would just be like, yeah, I'm going to help this person that's drowning. That's what they think about like their elderly parents and their grandparents. They're like, well, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like it's just like an automagic, to be like, again, a little serious, a little somber, but dead ass serious is like when I married my wife, I knew exactly what I'm getting into. When her mom gets old, like we're taking her mom in. Like that's her culture. That's their life.
that's what happens.
Because when I met her, her mom's mom was living with them, very old and going through a lot and hospice and like all the stages we got to experience. But like, it was a non-negotiable, it wasn't anything.
So
like, that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
I just was like, I know what I'm signing up for.
Super grateful.
If anything, talking to somebody who,
I'm super grateful.
Pretty selfless.
My sister has the bigger house.
That's right.
Yeah.
I ain't got no space, ma. No, honestly, I would take my mom in too, as long as we have space. But I think my sister's also, like, again, I think we're probably an exception as a family where the way my sisters are with our mom, it's like, no, you're coming in. Now, my dad, get your ass to home, dude. Get your ass to home.
Mom,
that home.
But that's like, that was the culture I grew up into is very family oriented, which is great. And my mom has always said, like in our entire lives, like, if anything ever happens and I'm around, you guys will always have a roof over your head, period. There's no question. So you think you would like return the favor if that happens.
Do you think?
Yeah, I'll remind my sister about that.
No, that's how I feel. I just feel like, again, it's like automatic for us. I think there's certain families that, again, I know America as a whole doesn't do that, but I think we're in a good spot, with our situations. Make sure that doesn't happen. You got sisters. I got 2 sisters. I'm like, I'm good. We got family. We got a lot of pooled resources. We're gonna take care of them. So.
My mom would like it because she would, except she would be like our guest. She's coming into town next week. I told her, if you were in town this week, you could be our guest host on the show today.
I'm gonna commit to this right now. Your mom does not like me because I swear too much, and I just said mean things about. I spoke about adult entertainment. She may not like me. I would love your mom on the show.
Yeah,
I would buy a 3rd microphone.
She literally
just to have your mom on the show.
You have no idea how badly she wants to meet you.
I don't know why, but that's funny.
Yeah,
if she's in town, let's go. I'll come please. Like seriously, like if you guys are gonna go to dinner one night, let me come out and go to a bar, get a drink.
Yeah,
let me meet your mom.
Okay.
I'll arm wrestle her.
She's strong.
Damn, she gonna beat me. I wonder how that will go. No, that'd be awesome.
My mom is really strong. She has to carry the weight of the family on her shoulders. You don't want to mess with that woman.
That's what I'm saying is like on the real though. I'm such a mama's boy deep down. You know what I mean? Like as far as how I treat my mom and revere. I just had this conversation tonight, but like there are mama's boys who are like, I call it still on. Sorry, moms. Sorry, your mom still on the teat. You know what I mean? Where it's like there's a mama's boy that like reveres their mom, respects their mom, like treats their mom like gold, and there's boys who still rely on their mom. I think there's a big difference. So I think like what we were talking about is that, but I was like, I'm just a mama's boy at heart. So anytime there's like good mom energy in front of me, I'm such a sucker, dude. Like I will run through walls for the good mom energy. Dude, you know what I mean? Like dude, I meet these nice moms and I'm like, dude, can I be your son? And I'll kill for you. I'll murder.
Dude, my mom is the type of lady that I just was back in Chicago, had the dog with me, right? And my mom makes my dog breakfast, eggs every morning. Dude.
We call that breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast. BREFFAST. Breakfast. No, that's awesome, dude. What kind of breakfast is it? Eggs and
she'll make eggs, sausage, bacon. The only thing like if we're traveling,
careful with the sodium, dude.
Well, I'm just like something. My dog like gets up in the morning and just like follows my mom around while she's cooking, waiting for her food.
That's right, dude.
And then
I am checking in the beer. Don't look at me funny.
We didn't even rate it yet.
That's why I thought, shit, we got to check in this fucking beer.
We didn't even tell the listeners how much.
How is it? Yeah, describe it. We are like...
It's hazy.
We're 22 minutes in.
We haven't done shit.
We haven't done anything.
This is why we have listeners.
We have listeners? How is it, dude? Actually, I'll be honest with you. I've been having kind of a bad run with IPAs lately. Like, I've been really annoyed with IPAs.
This is an IPA.
This is like one of the better IPAs I've had in the last month or two. It's actually pretty fucking good.
It's kind of sweet. It's candy-ish.
It's balanced, yeah. Like it's sweet enough. I think when it's overly sweet, I get a little.
Oh, dude, what is that one? The Huckleberry Haze over at Lazy Dog.
I kind of like that beer,
dude. It is too Huckleberry.
Really?
It's too Huckleberry.
But see, like that's the thing is, I think huckleberries, blueberries, blackberries, kind of my weakness. Like as far as like even like strawberries, fine, but like blueberries, blackberries, huckleberries, boysenberries. Mulberries.
Boysenberries.
Boysenberries kind of like a sour blackberry. Oh, it's fun.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, dude. Hey, I'm a sucker for berries. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about? It's
Autotune. Toes.
That's
a Nelly reference.
Wait, I'm a sucker for what is it?
Cornrows.
Dude, okay, so we were on a bus and people were playing like we're on a party limo down.
I'm on a boat.
From Detroit, we were from northern like Detroit to like downtown Detroit to go to the Tigers game, like on the company dime. They brought a party limo and we like took us down there. It was a bus with like strip poles and shit. No one was stripping. And everyone was just like, name a song. And I like telephoned down, like everyone was jamming and all these like millennials are listening to like, that stuff. And I'm just like country grammar. And I like, I pass it down and they literally put it on and the entire place was like, like everyone forgot about that song at that and remembered it at that moment, and everyone was just singing Nelly and the whole like.
Dude,
it went wild. I was like, okay, dude, Nelly
we were in Washington State and listening to music as we're going to this nieces and nephews and all this stuff, and we're going to this rainforest to go walk, and that song came on. And we were just rocking out to this thing. We played it like 3 or 4 times in a row. And my one nephew, younger at the time, like 12-ish. I'm trying to remember the age, somewhere in that ballpark. Was just like, they say the N-word a lot, because it was like, and I was like,
wrong,
oh yeah, I didn't realize. I don't know. I just didn't. It was a song. I didn't realize. I didn't really pay attention. But it's funny. That's when the whole car just gets quiet. Everyone sing along till that song comes. That word comes out.
Yeah.
And then they pick it
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Like,
Everyone just bleeps out that
like,
song. Blinks hated on drugs. No, that is amazing. That is, but I think that's always been, at least again, I think I roasted you one time. We were talking about music and you're walking music, and I'm like, how can you like legit? Because I just feel like exactly like in those moments when they're dropping, not only that word, but like a number of these references, like I've never held an Uzi.
Right.
I've never put ones in a stripper's ass. I've never pushed pounds. I've never, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, so it's just like when I hear those lyrics, I feel like I'm a fraud. You know what I'm saying? So like that, and like, it's just like you're in your car by yourself. You're definitely saying the words, you know, like
What's that?
You're definitely like,
what's that movie with Eddie Murphy and, oh my God, what's the dude from, Wolf of Wall Street? Jonah Hill. Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill, and he's marrying Eddie Murphy's daughter, and Eddie Murphy's just giving him a hard time. He's like, you sing I think that's the
wedding
movie.
Guest, the wedding
like, you don't say that word. You don't say, and it was like, what about when you listen to your music? You know, sing the words. And it's like putting him on the spot, and he's like, oh no.
Dude, I
don't want to say it.
The slippery slope, bro. No, but yeah, I don't want to say it. No, but I mean, for real though, I'm not saying that like I judge anyone or care, but it's just like that has always been my hang up, is like when I'm singing my bullshit emo music, it's like my heart was broken. Like my heart's been broken, you know? I've been a punk bitch, you know? I've been in fist fights and listen to hardcore metal. Like I can associate with that. But it's just like, I was like, I've never
Dude, the craziest thing is like growing up, I listened to that music a lot. And
you're a region rat.
I'm a region rat, and that's what we listen to. But in my head, it was always like it's like listening to a movie, basically, right? It's like a storytelling.
I like that. Sure.
And then as you get older, you realize, oh, these dudes are pulling this from like real life experiences. You realize
some
are right. But you're like, oh my God, it makes it feel different when you're like, you know.
Oh. No, I get it.
When you're looking at, when you realize their stories in some cases are like legit stories, that they're, even if they're embellished a little bit, or if they're not, like you're like, man, that's crazy.
Okay, so I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna see if you, and then we're gonna rate this beer after this. Jesus fuck. So
now my mom hates
there's this like meme. What did I? Oh, because of that.
She's Jesus H.
Sorry, Jesus H. Sorry. You know what? My mom loves me. She's a Christian. She loves Jesus, and she still loves me despite my dirty mouth. Okay, damn it. All right, my mom likes me. What was I saying? God damn it. Idiot.
Golly jeez. How about
golly
that?
jeebus. What was I saying? Help me, dude. Save me from myself. What were we just saying? It's whoosh. Woo!
Dude, that was so long ago. I have no clue.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's rate the beer then. And maybe if it comes back to me, it comes back to me. Let's rate the beer. How are you feeling about the beer? I've got my score dialed into my head. So
4-2. 1.
Really? Are you fucking with me?
No.
Are you fucking with me? Because I feel
Did we tie?
No, like I'm holding true to my score because I'm a man of integrity. I have been locked in on a 4-2-0 like for 3 minutes.
That's awesome. I
and
win.
That's hilarious because
buzzer beater. I win.
You judge beers by if you beat me or not. And I'm again, I could have bullshitted you and be like, oh, I'm a 4-2-5, but I have been.
I almost, dude. What's funny is I left it. I was going to leave it at 4-2, and I was like 1 because I don't know. I just had this.
You knew it. You sensed it.
Sensed it. Must be the.
That's
I picked it up in the quantum field.
I don't even know what that means.
It was
you're making me fucking nervous.
It was that universal consciousness. I read your mind.
Yeah, dude. I really wish I remembered. I had something good for that final bit there, but okay, well, such is life. We move the fuck on, don't we? So, yeah. I mean, honestly, 4.20, 4.21, really solid hazy IPA, fruity, effervescent, hoppy, balanced. I'm pretty happy with it.
2 hops.
Just 2 hops to touch. So, all right. Well, even though my veins are quite filled and we've killed enough time, I think we should pivot to. It's a time killer and vein filler. It's a time killer, vein filler. Jason, take it away.
Oh, dude. So 2 things that happened very special in March. One, I was born. And the other one is March Madness.
Happy belated?
Belated, yes, belated.
When was your birthday?
Yesterday.
Happy belated, dude.
Dude, it was funny. I was playing softball last
I
night.
don't give a fuck about my friend's birthdays.
I was playing softball yesterday, and everybody was like, "Oh, JoJo, it's your birthday tomorrow." I didn't tell anybody it was my birthday today. That day, it was yesterday. I was like, "Oh yeah, happy birthday, JoJo."
Well, I think one, that probably was painful for you because you probably want people to be like, "Hey, birthday, bro." You know,
I wanted to skip it.
Don't lie to me.
'Cause they're gonna
I
ask me my
think I
age.
know you enough. Like, yeah, it's fine. But also, I do think that like enough of you weren't bothered by it, right? Like,
Dude, not at
you
all.
wouldn't mind the happy birthdays and a little love, and you'd quite like it, but you also don't need it. It's kind of superficial to you. So.
Yeah, I almost took the day off, so I wouldn't. And then I got some bottles of booze at the office was delivered to me, so I was like, "Oh, maybe I'm glad I didn't take the day off."
Some bottles of booze in.
Booze.
2 booze in.
So, anyways, in honor of March Madness, spoiler alert: Purdue beat Northwestern in the Big Ten tournament today. There's a lot of what would you call it, like superstitions that people do,
Sure.
and
Sure,
jinxes.
Yes.
You know, so I have a list of 4 of the things that they've done this year in terms of like superstitions to
Okay.
help win,
Okay.
and it makes it interesting which ones we think actually impact. Like,
Okay.
do they really work? Because it is kind of peculiar.
Can I rate them like each on a scale of 1 to 10
however
of
you want.
effectiveness? I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like that.
All right, so at the Big 12 women's tournament in Kansas City, it doesn't say Missouri or Kansas. I don't know which side of the city.
What
it's on.
arena is it at?
I don't know, but it
All
doesn't
right,
say.
Sprint
It was,
Center
the
probably,
West
which is-
Virginia Mountaineers starters went viral for a bizarre pregame ritual for eating raw lemons, and the logic behind it was guard Sydney Shaw explained that it's a shock to the system meant to jolt the nervous system awake to flip the competitive switch on.
So smelling salts are like a super effective and real thing. I'm gonna rate this one 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Solid 8 out of 10. Super helpful, super impactful.
Gets them fired up. You're like, whoa,
Fucking
just eating lemons.
Placebo's hell of a drug too. So partially like just a painful
If
jolt.
a
and
placebo works, I mean, it still fucking works.
doesn't matter.
Some power
Exactly.
of the mind.
It's fucking placebo.
Oh, here's one that I don't really know why it ended up on the list. I just thought it was cool. The Maryland women basketball pep band became viral this season after the bus broke down in the middle of a 576-mile trip back from Indianapolis. So while they were stuck in the middle of the cornfields in Indiana, by the way, did you know there's more than corn in Indiana? We also have Indiana Beach. That's the slogan. But instead of being on their bus, broke down, they decided to play an impromptu concert for locals. Got over 800,000 views, and then somebody bought in a flight to Chicago out of it. I thought that was kind of cool.
It's pretty cool.
So I thought that was, I don't know, an interesting ritual to get good vibes, you know? They did something fun, and it was rewarding, right?
Net benefits.
Net benefit. Here's one that I haven't seen play yet, but in the Big 12, but I did look at the court. They have a whole new court that's LED. So they can throw stats, and they can do, to me, that's fucking cool. But
damn, that's not really a ritual, but that shit is cool.
dude, yeah,
That's
some
a fucking
fans,
mindset.
they're already claiming that the court is cursed or jinxed because the floor can change the colors and display the stats in real percentages. Like, yeah, it's like the announcer's jinx where they're like, oh, so-and-so is
80%.
And then-
they haven't missed a shot all night.
And then brink.
No, dude. So also, there was a famous NFL cornerback, who would like do that all the time. Be like, damn, bro, I used to disrespect you because I thought you were garbage, but clearly you've changed up your game in the way you approach things. And they would literally not have changed anything and been like, wait, what am I doing differently? And now they're in their head and they lose.
Dude.
And I'm just like, that's masterful.
Dude, it is like Jordan, while he always found reasons to like get fired up and feel like he was slighted to get a little competitive edge and fire, a little extra motivation. But usually the nights before games, he would go out. Like there are stories of him hanging out with Barkley before the finals and butter him, man, you're good, you're this, you're that, and then go out and fucking torch him. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying is like, bro, I can't, like, dude. It was weird, like elevating people sometimes will tear them down. Anyway, sorry. I just like heard that in what you said.
No, dude,
like,
no, but
let's show your 80% field goal percentage. And you're just going to be like, I'm at 80? 75, dude, 60 before you once you're thinking about it.
So I was just talking to my mom the other day about this too, because we were talking about some different things. I had heard that like the way a particular situation played out. I don't want to get into the situation, but like I was reading about it, and it was like how people blackmail people. It's not always like, hey, I've got this dirt on you, you got to do what you got to do. The real way is like, hey, we got some videos. Somebody got a hold of these videos of you doing this stuff. I can make it go away for you. Like you pretend to be on their side. Like, trust me, I can make it go away. I got him on, and then you feel more indebted to them, knowing that like this person might even set you up, but now it was saying that they're your savior, No,
dude, I feel you.
Dude, it's crazy. Here's one that I think is really cool. And if you've not seen it, I would say Google it. There's a tradition, the Silent Night game, Taylor University in Indiana. Basically what they do is the crowd remains dead silent until their team scores its 10th point. And it really fucks with the other team. It's a weird tradition, but like they don't say a word and they don't cheer. They don't nothing. It's like playing in a fucking stadium full of people that are dead silent until you get your 10th point.
Until the home team gets their 10th point?
Is that fucking crazy?
What if the opposing team is scoring like 80? They just sit there?
25 out of the last... The visiting team have now lost 25 of the last 26 games. It's almost like... What was it when the VGK came out, right? And they would say it was like the... we're winning all kinds of home games, right? It was like... Because the teams were coming into town, partying, going hard, and we were just winning all our home games because they were all hungover, whatever. It's kind of like a home field advantage. Like,
no, I see.
It's
fucking cool, dude.
30,000 people not cheering, and it doesn't matter what kind of dunk it is until you get to, and then it goes. Apparently it fucks with them.
I also have a very childish brain, I guess, because like I always imagine like the one guy that on purpose just like rips the loudest fart he can possible at some point in the night just to get everyone to crack. I could just...
Dude, my buddy, R.I.P. JT.
Rip JT.
We were in a fucking class, dude. And the teacher was always graded on the curve. And we knew this history class, he always graded on the curve. We all, as a class, agreed to only answer one question and the question that we knew. You know what this motherfucker did? He answered 2 questions. Everybody flunked the fucking test and he got the A. He's like, I thought somebody else was going to do it too.
Holy shit, bro. That's literally the premise of like a British game show, I want to say. So, where like you get down to one person, you figure out if they're going to keep the money or not. Oh, wow, that's terrible. Dude. I hate this guy.
Dude.
Sorry, you said Rip JT? Rest in hell, JT.
R-I-H.
Fuck you, JT.
Hey, JT. So that brings me to my next question. What is the one... What is there any superstitions that you just have to follow? You playing a video game online, you're doing something like what is the one thing you're like, dude, I can't not. It's like almost OCD, like I got to do it.
And I have to have underwear with the color red on it during a Chiefs game. That is like my one non-negotiable. I have to have like my Spider-Man MeUndies because they have red, or I have to have like red. I like red pair that I love to wear on game day.
Are they unisex?
No, these are like men's MeUndies. Oh. MeUndies brand is by the way, this shit, by the way. It feels like your balls are on a cloud. They resteth upon a cloud. Anyway, but But that is my one probably weirdest superstition. Yeah, that's like the one that I cannot shake. I don't know why.
I don't really have one, but every time I get to the basketball court, the first thing I do is go make a layup. I can't leave. I have to make my first one, and I don't leave until I hit a three. Like, no matter how good I played or how bad I played, like I before I leave the court, I just have to make a three.
Bro, that's dumb as fuck, bro.
Hey,
I'm just kidding. No, I get it.
It's
I
weird.
No, I mean, no, it's not that weird. Dude, I just told you about red underwear. Like, what are we talking about? You know, like, it's pretty weird.
So now that your son is playing football,
Yeah.
what kind of superstitions are you going to try to get him into?
Well, one thing my dad used to always do, and I kind of loved it. Now, again, this is kind of a different era because I was telling my son, I was like, we only had the choice to play one kind of football when I was growing up.
Tackle
Football. So my dad would lay out my helmet, my turtleneck, because we didn't have Under Armour. He had a turtleneck.
Yeah,
Sub-zero
like
temperatures.
the waffle shirts that they used to sell.
100, like the long johns. We used to
Right,
call
the
them
long johns. The long johns. Yeah, they didn't have that.
It's just like lay out that, lay my shoulder pads, my jersey, my gloves, my pants, my pads.
Did you guys have Newman's? Was that the brand back then?
Maybe, I don't fucking remember, dude. Probably, to be honest. But yeah, just like, and cleats and socks. And so he would just lay it all out in the shape of a person, like a thing. And it would be like inventory night. So it's kind of like a superstition almost. We had to have like all the gear ready to go. And we'd even take like the ear pads out of the helmet to make sure they were there and the chin strap was separate. And it was just like, he would lay out the body, you know, and be like, all right, we have our stuff ready for tomorrow? Are we ready to fucking go tomorrow? But like, my dad was very, if you can't tell, pretty intense. He's created a quite intense individual. You know,
Attitude reflects leadership.
But if you hear that like story and you think about my dad like looking at me in the eye and being like, "Are you ready to go to fucking war tomorrow? Do you have your gear ready?" You know, like, because he was military. Like that's the way that's his worldview, was like, have your shit together. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, long-winded way of saying that's probably a superstition. Will be like, I do that with my kids now. Like my night before my daughter's game, her soccer shorts and her jersey and her socks are laid out and her cleats are right there, and like it's become a family tradition now.
Dude, it's funny that people have their weird little things, like it's a tradition that's good. But it just made me think about like today. I was like, all right, dude, I grabbed the after drinking beers, right? And I put them in the fridge. And I was like, dude, I don't want to be, because sometimes I get distracted. I got work, got this, got all these other things. And I've had a harder time recently, like remembering all the details or remembering certain things, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put the beers in the fridge so I don't forget. I'm going to put my keys on top of the fucking beers in the fridge. And I was like, it's going to seem weird. Keys are on top of the beers for a reason. So when I'm like, that way I don't forget them.
Dude, you got to manufacture your own.
Dude, yeah, I'm serious. Like
yeah.
there are weird things that I got to do sometimes now because I have so many things I can't always control where my brain goes. I got to do a better job of that. But I'm like, okay, if I need this for tomorrow, let me put it by the door. Let me blah, 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 blah. Like I read somewhere recently that like, you should treat yourself like you're your own butler, like. Before you go to bed at night, like what would you have your butler do so you don't forget anything? And then in the morning, you're going to thank your butler self. I was like, oh, look at that.
I've always heard your future self.
Yeah.
There's two versions of you. There's past Matt and there's future Matt. And so when you live as past Matt, what can you do that future Matt would appreciate? Mm-hmm. Well, you make sure there's fresh weed in the grinder. So
right.
When you're running out for a quick bowl, it's right there.
Right. What would
future Matt, you know, and then sometimes I'm like, fucking past Matt can suck my dick. You know, like I'm so mad at myself. You know, anyway, but I love the butler.
It's good
because it's a place, it's framing it more as service than consequence. I think when you think past and present, that's just more consequential.
Right.
And I think the butler is a service.
Fascinating. I am my future self's butler. What do I need to do? I thought it was fucking cool, man.
No, I fucking love that. You know what else I love is the fact that we're 44 minutes in
and we haven't done shit.
Tired and drunk as a skunk, and we haven't even
do
got
skunks
to
fucking drink?
We do, but hey, we'll find out in the
main discussion.
It's time for that main discussion, where just like today's beer, our emotions are bottled and canned.
Matt, can you pass me one of them drinking beers?
Brother, you need a drinking beer. That's the main discussion, Jason. The main discussion where the emotions are released.
Are they bottled or are they canned?
A little bit of both, my friend. A little bit of both. Okay, so the beer is called Autotune, and I do like. Listen, I'm fucking.
Thank God, we're only releasing emotions.
I know, right?
I don't want it to be that kind of party.
What do you want? Like the bigger this one, or do you want one of your ones you brought?
What is that one? How many?
It's only 5.1. It's pretty light, and it's like chocolate. It's like a little denser, darker, roastier, maltier.
Can I rate it?
We actually rated that one. To be honest,
Would I rate it?
You want to know? What
No.
You rated it a 3.95. You didn't,
dude. I was gonna guess 3.9 without even tasting it.
That's wild.
Just looking at the can, I was like, that's a dude. But I like this one because it's snowboarding. I went to my nephew's first fucking. Well, it's not his first. It was my first time seeing him do a ski. 70 was in a ski competition.
Nice, dude.
And what's fucking funny is that I asked my sister. I was like, hey, should I bring my ski, like my stuff up, my snow pants and my ski jacket? Like, are we gonna ski? Oh yeah, if you want to. Okay, cool. So I brought my jacket and got my stuff, and then I get there and she's like, "Oh, here's your lift ticket for tomorrow." I was like, I wasn't sure I was gonna ski. She, that's the only way you can really watch this thing. It's like halfway up the. You got to take a lift and you got to ski down to where he's skiing. I go, when I asked you, are we gonna ski? You made it sound like. Yeah, it's totally, bless you, totally optional. I was like, and when I asked my mom if she was going to go, she was like, no, I got to get back. My mom doesn't ski. Like, she couldn't watch it anyway. In my mind, I thought it was going to be at the bottom. Like, when
sure.
Like,
I've seen the movies. You sit at the bottom of the hill and they come down.
Right there. Yeah, it was at the bottom. It's like mid-mountain, maybe towards the top. And like that would have been nice to know because like when she told me that, I was like, I didn't really bring my ski gear. I just brought my snow pants and jacket because it was going to be cold. I was like, I didn't bring my ski socks. I didn't bring my hat. I didn't bring because I had a hood. Like I didn't bring my goggles. I didn't bring nothing. Well, what the hell?
Well, then you were not snow stoked. Check out episode number 38.
That was a nice plug.
That was good. I fucking suck. So anyway, all right, Autotune, our beer for today. So it's, maybe a shitty main discussion at this point.
Why is this going to give me a fucking seizure?
Oh my god, it's giving me a seizure. It's like batteries are dying. So, your lighting sucks now. Whatever. Stories.
Doesn't matter. I think I need a haircut. But
yeah, maybe. No, you look good.
I know.
Autotune, name of the beer, right? It's how we tie that in. Stories of singing, making music, karaoke, band stories, which I've got. I know, whatever. And then also childhood choir stories. But I just wanted to talk about like singing and like neither you nor I are like singers necessarily, and it's not like our wheelhouse. But certainly in your life, you've had to either do karaoke, you've been in a childhood choir or 8th grade, church choir or something.
You're gonna have to carry this one.
Really? You got nothing?
So no, I got.
What about a talent show where you did hip hop? I could imagine you doing Back That Ass Up.
He's a fine motherfucker. Back that ass.
I
up.
could see you and 4 other white guys.
No,
in Indiana
we done some karaoke growing up. Denny and the Wang, for some reason, is what they called us. I don't know why.
Denny and the what?
Wang.
Why?
Because it was supposed to be Denny and the Gang, but they said Wang, and it kind of stuck. It was the fucking weirdest shit, bro. But no, like I remember singing. What was it? The Alabama song by The Doors. And we were up there doing it. And I was like, these are the fucking words? I had no idea these were the words.
What do you mean the Alabama song?
You never heard the Alabama song by The Doors?
Yes, but like I'm just so blown away. There's so much going on here. Okay.
We would go to this is
so
like,
much. Oh my god, I remember. Oh my god,
dude, we were at this. There was the Pioneer Tap 2. And I remember after I turned 21, the dude that owned the bar, I wish I could remember his name. I was like, hey man, he's like, we got a card. We still got a card all the time. Like he was always carding us. And I showed him my real driver's license, right? After like quite a few years of going there regularly, he looked at it, he goes, you motherfuckers. He had like this, like, you've been coming here for how many years? Like, yeah, dude. I was like, bro, I'm 21. I still look 16. Like, how did you even fucking let me in prior? I had a fake. What do you want me to do?
What assholes to go like after you were legal to show me your real IDs? That hurts. That's painful. It's like rubbing it in. By the way, the name of this episode will be Shawskank Wangdemption because you're Diddy and the Wangs. I don't give a fuck what you say. We will be naming the episode that. Hold on. No, I got. Okay, go ahead.
One more. And then, but since I hate singing because I don't have a singing voice, I'm not good at it. Because every once in a while I drive, I'm singing along. I go, God, I fucking sound good, and I turn a bitch down, and I'm like. Fuck no, dude. That is terrible. Turn that back up. No, but like there's been a couple of work happy hours over at a karaoke joint because somebody we used to work with loved karaoke. AB.
Okay, sure.
I think you were invited to a couple. I don't think you showed up.
No, I hate karaoke. I cringe the whole time and I'm grossed out. Yep.
And they convinced me to sing some karaoke. And like, oh, you could sing Tequila. So I just stand up there and be like,
Tequila.
And I did it so Tequila.
Yeah, I bet you did.
It was I fucking really leaned into not trying. It was fun. But that was it, dude. I mean, and then growing up, my mom would make me sing in the church choir. I can't fucking sing. I don't know why she made me do that shit. But we go. It's the first time I ever had a drink. Well, no, I take it back. I drank a lot. But being like Lil going like Christmas caroling with the church. Like every time we go to like the way we did the Christmas caroling, I go to like people of the church's houses or whatever all over. And then they would, they're always like serving like drinks everywhere you go. So like, dude, like
there's a lot of
as
Christmas
an underage
lights.
person, you get fucking lit.
Christmas lit up.
You get fucking lit. I was like, why do people not like to go to church? This is fucking fun.
Church is the best.
All they gotta do is throw a little football in this bitch and we're good.
What's the problem? Is there a TV around here, bro? Somebody wheeling a TV? Does anybody know if the Bears are on? No, that's fucking good. So see, like you get it. Like even you've been there. Like we've all been there. Like where we're forced to sing at some point. So
sing us something.
A few things. No, give me a few.
Sing
things.
me happy birthday.
One, first off, try to do this is a quick story. We had my company offsite in Virginia last week, and we always do karaoke one night. And I swear to God, it was like a game of telephone. One of my sales reps said, "Oh, in New York, there was this bar that used to do live karaoke, and they used to have a band that could play like 100 songs or 1,000 songs." And I was like, "Oh my God, live karaoke? That sounds so cool." I said that to our marketing director. We should do live karaoke. A month later, the karaoke night is replaced with live karaoke. They brought a live karaoke band in. It was dope, dude. It was so cool. So it was like live performance.
Was it like almost like you ever see the piano bars?
It's
like
exactly
competing
like
piano bars.
It's a
That's
live
always a
band.
fucking
There's
blast.
a drummer, a guitar player, a bass player, and they have a whole like laminate sheet both sides. You pick like any song, and there's even songs they know that aren't on the sheet. You know what I mean? So like. There's people doing Taylor Swift and Journey and Blink-182 and like it was.
What's
all
your go-to
over the
if you
place.
have to do it?
I've never done karaoke in my life. I will never do karaoke in my life. But if you put a gun to my fucking head, I'd probably try to pull off Dragula from Rob Zombie.
Dead I am. That
The
one?
one exterminating. I could get through that song. Dig through that ditch. I could get through that song live enough with my voice. But like.
I think I would do the Lottie Dottie.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
The Snoop. We
What
like
is
the
that?
body.
I don't even know what that is. I know you're like offended right now, but I just told you I don't even listen to like any hip hop at all. All right, dude, let's not get into this problem right now. Hold on. Can I tell you the other part I want to tell you? So even though this is Autotune is our topic and we're talking about songs and music and all that stuff and singing in front of people, I remembered what I was talking about earlier.
What is it?
So there was this stupid meme, and it was like a young kid, probably like 12, 13, 14 years old. And it's one of those videos where it's like they mouth the words and there's music and they just like put subtitles below. So instead of it just like, why don't you just act out the video? But it's just like, anyway, so just like the kid's like, "Dad, I don't like rap music." And the dad's like, "What do you mean you don't like rap music?" And the son's like, "Well, I just feel like they never tell any stories." And the dad's, it's like, it cuts to the dad and he's like, and he turns to the kid and he starts like rubbing his hands together. "What song comes to mind if you were showing someone a story song from hip hop that like would resonate with you?
The telling a story?
A story song in hip hop that would stick with someone the rest of their life. Probably inappropriate for a child.
Oh,
I just want to see if you know what song I'm talking about.
okay. I don't know, but I would say Lottie Dottie would be one of them.
Kiss my ass.
That would be one of them. The other one would be, I think it was a remake, but it was Lil Wayne's Mona Lisa.
Okay, damn it. All right.
Or it'd be that one weird one that you had me listen to. I don't even want to say what happened to the
dude, that's the one. Immortal Technique, Dance with the Devil.
God, dude.
So like the thing is like anyone who knows, like it was just so funny. I said it to a few friends, and before like every one of those people wrote back and said, the moment that Dad started rubbing his hands together, everyone goes, he's gonna play Immortal Technique, Dance with the Devil. So anyway,
you're the only person. Like, that was the only person I've ever known that heard it. I mean,
bro, that fucking song is something dark. Anyway, sorry, okay,
dude.
That is again. That's
You should do that one in karaoke.
I would also maybe do. I don't even know his name anymore. He's a country. I hate country. Maybe lock the door and turn the lights down low. It's like a he does like a really deep voice country song that I could like mock his voice to be funny, and I like could try to pull that off. But
Achy Breaky Heart.
No, dude,
that's the only fucking country song I know.
Josh Turner.
Who in the motherfucker is that?
So I used to work at a UPS store growing up in high school, and it was like only on the country station. So that was like the one period of my life where like you work at 8-10 hour shifts, 40-50 hours a week. I'm just getting ear beat by fucking country radio. You know what I mean? So, fuck.
Dude, you want to know one of the things that turned me off about country radio? One, I didn't like it. That was one reason. Number two, the second reason is I was, when I first moved to Vegas, working on this project, this dude brings out like this, oh, we're going to listen to country today. And he was more of like a rocker, like a stained fucking, like, you know what I mean?
Chevelle.
Yeah, exactly. Like this kind of shit. And he goes like, oh, we're going to listen to country today. And it was like, the Coyote, woo. And I was like, what the fuck? I can't even get past the intro to this station, dude. It was so bad. It reminded me of like driving through middle America, and then you go to like the gas stations and they got those shitty t-shirts with like a fucking coyote and a moon. They're like, who the fuck would buy this shit?
By the way, I just bought one of those shirts. I will literally pull it out. It's wolves howling at the moon, but it's a cheap shirt, so it's a little like,
right. It's like $8 at the fucking. But you could only get it in the middle of fucking nowhere.
No, but I know exactly what you mean. I think
like,
that's also been like,
fuck, dude.
It's weird because I grew up like, it sounds like where you kind of grew up was similar in a weird way. Is that like, I grew up in a weird place where certainly there were like guys in cowboy boots and cowboy hats and John Deere t-shirts and just like 4-H club type of guys. There were hip hop white dudes that just felt like they were gangster, you know, whatever. We had the rich frat bros and like the Zephyr hats and the polos and the frayed, you know, khaki shorts. I just felt like I grew up in like one of those areas that was like, it wasn't just one note. Like there was like a little bit of everything. But I always remember just being so like embarrassed for the country people. Like, I don't know why. Like that's so shitty. I know to this day, but it's just like, it's so simple. It's so easy. You know what I mean? It's so lazy almost. Like, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't even say that. I guess it's a fucked up thing to say, but
do you have the hiccups or something?
Yeah, I have the hiccups. But it just like, I've always just had like this weird relationship
Do you
with
need a
country.
Heimlich?
I don't need the fucking, there's no food in my system.
What's the Heimlich for if it's not for hiccups?
The Heimlich's for food. So if something was lodged in my throat, you would take your hand. And
Oh
do
my
this
God.
and
People must think I'm fucking crazy. I'm Heimliching
you're
people all the
supposed to
time.
Scare me, dude. You're supposed to.
I do that when they're choking.
All right, this fucking guy sucks. All right, I got the hiccups. All right, I have a long band story, but
Let's go. I want to hear.
Tell it with hiccups.
Do it.
It's a hiccup version of the story. No, I just meant like, and I'll be good. We'll move forward after this. But like, you know, I've been in the history of bands and
Matt. Did that work?
Did not work.
Damn.
That was your version of scaring somebody.
Boo.
Oh, that worked. They were fucking good. No.
I think the Heimlich. You want me to try the Heimlich?
Please. I pooped.
No, does it have to do with the Heimlich?
No, so like I grew up in bands in a weird way, but I always wanted to play guitar. Like I learned to play guitar. I'm very middling in guitar, not great. And I went to try out one year for.
You got the hiccups for like, what's the world record? Like 8 years? What the fuck is that shit? That'd be fucking awesome.
Is that really a thing?
Dude, yeah, the hiccups has like been like somebody had it for like a decade. It's fucking insane. Can you imagine?
That might have scared me enough to slow down the hiccups. I have a panic attack that I'm gonna have these hiccups for as long as Jason said. I'm over this so bad. So guitar, always my focus, always my lean in, and like bands were evolving, and I was in a very like intense band scene. I've told the stories over the years. Very eclectic, like talented band scene, even for young kids. So I went to try out for this band, and I brought my guitar. Dude, you're laughing, it's killing me. I went to try out for this band. I can't even tell the story, dude. I'm so embarrassed.
I know about the band.
So embarrassed.
No, it's good. It's good. Nobody noticed.
You hit us up at Bob. Kid Bob. Oh.
Chug your beer. You're not even on your drinking beer yet. Chug the fucking beer.
I know that's like
drink your peanut butter.
Is how drunk I am. I can't even finish the beer we have on the show yet, and I have the hiccups.
You're like literally the cartoon where the guy gets drunk and like hiccups and stumbles. I didn't even think that was a thing. Yeah, you gotta chug something, or I think it's like eat peanut butter upside down or some shit. There you go.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Eat peanut butter upside down. I think that cures it.
What the fuck are you talking about? Just talk. Just do something.
Dude, what color is a white horse?
White.
Okay, now they're gone. Go ahead, tell your story.
Okay, so guitar focus. Try to go out to try out for a band. I go to the band, and the other two guys play first, and I just quit. Like, it was the moment in my life I realized that I didn't put enough effort into that craft, into that instrument. And for whatever reason, I just, like, couldn't compete with those guys. And I fucking knew it. Like, it was, like, weird. And I've always been able to do, like, voices, or I would, like, watch stand-ups and, like, redo the whole stand-up as, like, the voice and the mannerisms and everything. And they were like, would you do vocals? Would you try out for vocals? And I was just like, I can't sing. And they were like, okay, they played a couple. And I had like listened to like some stuff at the time. And they're like, okay, well, can you just sound like, these bands, Poison the Well, Hopes Fall, whatever. Here's, the Red Chord, fucking, I don't know. They played like a whole bunch of like stuff. And then it was just like, yeah, I can do this. And that was it. So it was just like, it was a cool moment in my life that like I spent the whole time aspiring to be a guitar player, and it's like going to try out for like a football team and like watching other guys run first and being like, I'll be a kicker. Like you're just like, I don't belong here. But it wasn't uncomfortable. It wasn't like tough on me. I didn't have to battle that. It was just like, I was such at peace with it, but it was cool because that moment led to me being a vocalist. And, I won't be very confident very often about a lot of things, but what's great is I think you've seen me rock a stage at work, which sounds dumb, but like there's a certain level of stage presence that like everyone that came us and saw us, and it was like and unlocked a secret in me. They were like, dude, your stage presence is like the best. Whenever you like, we had so many bands we would like play on tour with, it would come up and be like, you're my favorite vocalist of the whole thing. And it wasn't because it was like the best vocalist, because the way I like managed the stage and talked to the crowd and interacted, like I really just like the way I, anyway. So I think that was always like a place where I thrive. So long-winded way of saying like, that's my like auto-tune, right? Like I thought my vision was to be the guitar player on this can. And through a series of circumstances, I ended up like in the role of like a vocalist for like a metal band. And it really opened up this path of like performing and being on stage, and like it created a whole career for me. Because truthfully, like, and I was telling my kids this, like, I think I told you this, even before I talked to like, we worked together for what, 4 years,
something like that,
4 years. I would get nervous before I would talk to the team, in like those Tuesday or Monday meetings or whatever, Tuesday meetings, the all sales meetings. Like I would get nervous. And then I think I would tell people that. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking? You get nervous before you go? And I'm like, I get nervous every time I talk. So I bring all that up to be like, I ended up like carving out, like creating confidence for myself in a place I never thought I'd be. I tuned from being like one thing to like, I turned into something else. But that tuning was that was my frequency. That's where I should have been the whole time. So it felt like an accident. But that's why I said there was no resistance. There was no ego.
Dude,
I
let me ask you this.
Pivoted, and it changed the way I looked at my whole life. It was like the way that I turned into who I am.
So it's so interesting that you said that, because it turns out to be very deep. The way you tied it back to auto tuning, and I think like I just got done listening to Goggins' book.
Shut the fuck up. Do better,
bro.
You a bitch.
Dude.
You a bitch, Jason.
This fucking guy. I'm concerned he likes punishment too much.
The term is masochist, but yes.
Holy fuck, this guy. But one thing that I got out of that book is when you think you're done, you're not, right? Like when your first time you say your body, your mind, your whatever says no, just say fuck it. And the way he says it is like reframe it. You know, like I got this fucking shit. Oh, I can't do it. I can't. No, fuck that. I got this. Almost like, I think I've used this quote before. It was from Deion Sanders. It was like, they asked him when he got a big contract, was like, how are you going to feel the pressure of this contract? He's like, I don't succumb to pressure. I apply pressure. Like, holy fuck, he flipped that shit. And he's like, I'm the motherfucker, not this shit, right? And I like that because you're talking about like, you basically reframed it. Right? Like your auto-tuned, you tuned it in and you changed it, which made me think about this that I heard a long time ago. Is like sometimes we need like these alter egos. And you look at like, I don't care if it's fucking your favorite celebrity, your favorite athlete, like even Kobe Bryant, Mamba. He was the Black Mamba. Right? Like they have an alter ego, so to speak, or growing up, used to watch wrestling, right? And these guys would have like the guys that sold their fucking character the best. They were exaggerating a part of their character, right? And they just fucking lean in.
Like Stone Cold is Stone Cold, but he's just a amplified version, right?
Right, exactly.
But it's authentic still.
Right. And that's how you fucking sell it, right? Like so and I think that's interesting. So it makes me think is like, dude, is there a flip that has to be switched? Is that the right way?
Switch that has to be flipped, but I like that you flip the switch with the switching of the flip.
Mm-hmm. You got to flip the script.
My man, you always got to flip the switch when you flip the flip.
Sometimes you flip the script.
You flip the script and then flipping
you know
the switch.
Saying?
The switch is flipping and the script is slipping.
Right.
Don't be slipping on the script. It's flipping and slipping.
That's what I'm fucking saying. That's what I was trying to fucking say. You cut me off. However, so when you work together for so long, people finish each other's sentences.
Sandwiches. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, but like when you go on say, do you flip you flip into it? You flip into an alternate ego?
That's
like
literally, I couldn't.
This is fucking
I couldn't
Matty Ice. Oh no, that's the quarterback.
I
for
couldn't
Atlanta.
describe it a better way.
Yeah,
I see it as like a beam of energy. It sounds dorky, but it's like a beam of energy in my chest, and I take all like the emotions and all like the tingling on my fingers and the sweat and my pits and like the insecurity. And I channel all of that negative emotion into like an Iron Man beam that comes out of my chest.
like, I'm the motherfucker shit.
Dude, and I literally like, that's how my posture changes. That's how my attitude changes. That's when I start like, it's literally, I'm channeling all the negative shit and flipping. I love the way you said that. I reframe all the anxiety in my head into confidence. Like in this weird, it's like this weird shift in my head where it's like all the insecurity and all the negative and like the I can't do this and I suck. I literally like take a deep breath and it flips from like insecurity into like the most overconfident, like direct like person I can be. And the moment it's over, I want to die.
Yeah, you go back to your regular insecure fucking like, oh my God, what the fuck? I really like watching it back on tape. You're like, oh, this is fucking terrible. Yeah, no, dude, exactly. It's one of the reasons why I like fucking golf. Last year, Rory McIlroy won the Masters, and I'm watching this fucking guy, and like he chunked one into the water, and he was in the lead back in 2011. I was actually there on Sunday, and he just shit the bed on the fucking back
that,
nine, dude.
right?
It was
super young back then.
Yeah.
And he had it in
and
his
he needed
hand.
to
I
win the
remember that.
fucking, this is the, he hit the career grand slam, and he's like, a lot of pressure. He chunks one on Sunday and goes in the water. And then he hits the next hole. He's a miraculous shot. And it's like this, all this up and down, back and forth. I get thinking, dude, I would love to be in his fucking head and like going back and forth between flipping the switch or the script, you know, reframing is like, oh, fuck, I'm going to lose again. Or, no, fuck this. I got this shit, you know? And I think it was on like the last hole. I think I'm trying to remember. He bogeyed it. Justin Rose parred it, and they ended up having to go to a playoff. Had he parred it, he would have won. And his caddy told him, if on fucking Thursday when we got here, we said you would have one hole to win the fucking Masters, you would fucking take it all day. There would be no question, right? He comes out, fucking pipes. Like Justin Rose, I think, teed off first, hit one down the middle. He fucking piped one down the middle. Justin Rose hit one in the middle of the green that was pretty tight. He hit one's even tighter. He birdies wins. And it was like, but watching throughout that, it was almost like watching I think it was 2019 when Tiger won his last major. It was like watching the ups and downs. And like Tiger was just consistent. He wasn't blowing anybody away. It's like everybody else was kind of falling away. And he just was like, I got this shit. Middle of the green, 2-putt. Middle of the green. Everybody's going for these things. Water, hazard, all this thing. And he just stayed consistent and won. I love the fucking psychology behind it, dude. And like I said, that Goggins book is like, oh man, I can't do this. You hear about him like, oh, I spent 30 minutes looking at my fucking shoes every morning before I started running. Couldn't even run a quarter mile. Now he's doing ultra marathons. Like, it's always about pushing yourself and flipping it. It's like, I can't do this. You're like, fuck that. I got this shit. I will do it. You know? And sometimes I think people need an alter ego. All right, I got to go into fucking, you know what I mean? Because I have a tendency to be soft and sensitive. And then sometimes I'm like, fuck that shit. I just don't need everybody around me to be a little fucking bitch.
Soft and sensitive?
Maybe not, but I can be. But yes, you know what I mean.
Dude. I mean, I'll tell you, man. Like, you know, it's funny how, I guess the most profound thing I can think and say is like, how many times I've come on the show with a topic, or a question, or a main discussion that you're like, you don't know how much this clicks into what's going on right now. I feel like that's kind of what I'm going through right now. Is like, you know, even though I don't love David Goggins, I find him a bit abrasive and maybe abusive, masochistic, like is the word I would use. I do feel that like I need a little dose of some of that. You know, at least the Deion Sanders, not necessarily Goggins, but Deion Sanders. And I think that's been a good takeaway for me is like the idea of reframing some things that are going on right now. I think that'd be a powerful mechanism in my life. And instead of like, I think again, you didn't mean to, but like the particular one of like, you think that applies pressure? I'm the fucking pressure. I think that's some shit I needed to hear right now. So,
dude, well,
in some weird way, man, like I feel like this has been healthy for me,
dude. Because a lot of times I get these fucking reels. It's always about hugs, and like, oh, it's gonna be okay and everything's gonna be. But sometimes I need somebody to be like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, and also
like stop assuming it's gonna be okay. Stop managing your circumstances and hoping something's gonna come, and start fucking creating a goddamn life that you want.
I
right?
feel you. Like,
go fucking do it.
That's been like, you know, this like, and I hate
flip it. It's the same coin. Just flip the other side and be like, I got this motherfucking right. shit.
And like, that's what I'm saying. Reframing, all that's powerful. It's good. I kind of hate Joe Rogan lately, you know, for a number of reasons. But I grew up with Joe Rogan. It's like an older brother type of figure for me in my life. And the one thing that I've like, at least the last couple of days, I've been really struggling. Like, work's been tough. And like, I'm trying to, it's like the old same cycles we used to go through, you know, when we were working together. And I keep trying to, at least the one piece of advice from all those Rogan years was like, be the hero in the montage. Meaning like, in all these movies, the guy you're cheering for is down on his luck. Things are bad. And like you're saying, reframe it, flip the coin, auto-tune, tune it to the right frequency, all the things. But all it is like, do the things that the hero would be doing in the montage. If you're Rocky, you got to do the stairs and the meat stuff, and you got to wake up early, and you got to run. And you know what I mean? Like, the whole point of that is like, I think there's a good motivational message in there. So as much as I hate most of that garbage, I do feel like, again, at this point in my life, at this week in my life, I need to be the hero of my montage. I need to flip the fucking coin. I need to reframe. I got to auto-tune,
I fucking
bro.
got this shit. It's like, because, dude, like, the people I play golf with always tell me, like, I'll play a good round, not a bad round. Like, dude, you'd be better. Like, yeah, I just don't fucking play enough to be consistently good, right? So I'll come up to a fucking tee shot. I'll be like, nervous. And that's why I like golf, is because I'm like, dude, don't hit it in the water. Don't hit it here. Don't hit it. No. Stop. Shut the fuck up. Visualize the thing you want to happen. I'm going to hit a fucking high draw right down the middle of the fucking fairway around that corner. Get all the bullshit out of the head and focus on saying what you want to happen, not what you don't want, right? And I go through these battles up and down on a golf course and in life. It's fucking mirrors it, dude. It's like, again, you're talking about the things, you can only imagine what we're going through at work too, right? Thank you. Thank you for pushing that a little bit closer. But, it's like, dude, I just told you before I got here, I was approached again by another competitor, and I don't fucking want to do that shit necessarily, but I told, who, I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm going to have a meeting. I don't really want to go because part of me is like, where we're at, like, I'm tired of being defeated all the fucking time. Like, I can't be fucking taking L's every fucking aspect of my life and not just feel like, well, fuck, I deserve it. I'm going to get, at some point it's like, fuck that. How are we going to make this shit work? There was like a competitiveness in me that's like, no, fuck that. We're going to flip this bitch and we're going to make it the most successful we could fucking possibly be right here. Right. Like, it depends on how you look at it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what fucking thing it is in life. It's like, dude, you can always switch it. I was talking to, like I was telling you earlier, like somebody was, oh my God, I don't want to, I don't even know. I'm trying to use this example, but it's a really shitty example. But like somebody at the softball field was like, oh, dude, your dog's so well trained, whatever. I can't do this. I don't want to discipline my dog because it's not fair to be too mean or whatever, right? I don't want to discipline my kids. You realize, like, disciplined kids and disciplined dogs have a much more free life. It's not fair not to, right? Depends on how you look at it, right? Everything depends on your perspective. How do I hold my team accountable at work? Is it fair not to? No, because then they're always going to under fucking achieve. They're not going to meet their goals, and that's not fair to them. Do I have to protect them? No. It's not about fucking protecting people. You have to let them feel the fucking pain and then guide them through how to fucking flip it and switch it and make it a strength. Right? Like, you have to hold people accountable. You have to hold things accountable. And then you got to teach them how to get through it because it's not fair not to. Well, in the moment, you're like, oh, it's not nice to not, like, I don't really want to ground the kids. I don't really want to fucking punish the people I work with. Well, no, dude. If you look at it like that might hurt their feelings, yeah. But if you look at it like, if I don't, they're not going to grow to their full potential. I have to balance that with positive reinforcement. Then fuck yeah, dude. Like, it depends on how you look at a fucking perspective makes or breaks your entire motherfucking life. Right?
Yes, brother. And in the best way possible. You have auto-tuned my brain. Again, I do feel like this has been a total Uno reverse card. Because I think you've been going through a roller coaster of life just daily, just as you just your standard operating procedure, your SOP is bonkers if people don't know at home. So I just feel like usually sometimes, again, my topic, my main discussion can connect with you and help you through something. This has been one of the most profound episodes I can remember, at least for what it's doing for me. So, but with that, I don't have much else to say. I kind of need to go to fucking bed is what I need to do. So,
dude, agreed. Good night, motherfucking Sweden.
Good night, motherfucking Sweden. Wait, before you say that, I'd like an email, bottledandcannedpod, all spelled out, no symbols, bottledandcannedpod@gmail.com. And follow us at bottledandcannedpod on TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram. Do you have to say goodnight to anyone by chance, Jason?
I already said goodnight, Sweden. Who else can I say goodnight to? In Romania?
Our intern.
I was going to say, oh, good night, Shintu.